Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, great.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-run here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ready? Gotta be lying.
Now Gray on a jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
50, 50. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Back to throw here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Alan Lazard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Able to complete this to Shenault. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass is caught by London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
18 rattlers. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into the hands of London. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Chase Young Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that. That's what he's thrown in the red challenge for. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley off tackle left, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kareem Hunt
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down carry for Barkley. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now here's a throw that's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. There you go.
A handoff to Barkley, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Tucker now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive.
He forces one there. It's a potential daggers. It's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Commanders, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota,
tonight. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's a give to Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
19 seconds.
They'll set up to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll roll him out right. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 8 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. It's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for it. Touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Herbert now. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards. Play.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70. Pick it up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 19, Tiger.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Out is their quarterback for this offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they're going to